Hello, and welcome to episode 7 of our Sports Card Tracker series. In the last episode, we created the types of variations help menu. Today, we will create the conditions help menu. So let's get started. First, we need to create a case for our condition menu, and we'll give it the value of conditions. Now we want this to call a constructor, condition help menu, and I'm going to create the variable conditions equals new condition help menu, and we're going to pass it a stage, and we'll put in our break. Now you have to remember that your case has to match what you called your menu. That's why I'm using conditions. We have to create a new class. So in our package, we right click and we want to create a new Java class. Condition help menu. Once it's created, we'll create our constructor. So public condition help menu, and it's being passed a stage. So we need to create a variable, and I'm going to call it primary stage. Now we'll have to add our import. So in our constructor, we need a stage. We're going to call it stage condition menu equals new stage, and we want it to be not resizable. So condition menu dot set resizable. We want that to be false. Now we need to create a border pane for our stage. So border pane, and I'm calling this condition layout equals new border pane. Now we need to add our import. We want to add a modality to our condition menus, so you can't use the main screen while the condition menu is up. So condition menu dot init modality, and we're changing our modality to application modal. We want to set up the owner. Condition menu dot init owner, and our owner is going to be our primary stage. We need to set up our scene. Scene condition scene equals new scene, and we're passing this our condition layout, and we want it to be the same size as our main stage. So main dot default width and main dot default height. Now we have to add our imports. We'll worry about the rest of the scene later. Now we want to add our contents to our condition menu. Contents condition. In here we have condition menu dot set title, and we're going to give it the title of Sports Card Tracker Condition of Cards. Now we want to add an icon to our condition menu. Condition menu dot get icons dot add new image. We want to put the location of our image is com/bore/resources/about icon .png. We left an I out of the name condition menu, so I added that back in. Now we want to add our scene to our stage. So condition menu dot set scene, and we're passing it our condition scene. And finally, we want to show our stage. So condition menu dot show. So we need to add our import for the image. Now, if we compile and run this, and we open up our condition menu, we can see the base of our condition menu has been created. Now we'll work on the contents. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to slightly increase the height by 25, just to give us enough room to work with. The way we want to have this is we want the same as we did with the variation menu. We want to have a title box, the body of the scene, and finally a close button at the bottom. So what we're going to do is we'll use a VBox, and I'm going to call it VB conditions equals new VBox, and we're going to add 3 elements to it. We need to add our import. And the first item that we're going to add to our VBox is our title box. So we'll use an HBox for this. HBox, and I'm calling it title box equals new HBox, and it's going to have 1 item in it. Now we need to add our imports. Now we want to set up our alignment for the title box. So title box dot set alignment, and we're going to use POS center. We'll have to add our import. So now we'll create our title. I'm going to call it text txt condition mint 01 equals new text, and I'm going to give it the value primary condition categories, and we have to add our import. So I'm going to add this to our title box. Title box dot get children dot add txt condition mint 01. Now, since this is a title, we want to set up our style. Txt condition mint 01 dot set style, and we're going to bold it. So fx font weight, and we'll give that the value of bold. Now we also want to have the font size to be bigger. Fx font size, and we're giving it a font size of 16. Now we're going to work on the body of the menu. So we're going to create a text, and I'm going to call it txt condition mint 02 equals new text, and I'm going to give this the value of gem mint 10 with a new line. Now this is a subtitle. We want to add a style. Txt condition mint 02 dot set style, and we're giving it the bold font weight. I'm going to copy and paste that from above. Now we want to add a description. So text txt condition mint 03 equals new text, and we'll use a text area. I'll paste in our values. delete the extra spaces. Our next section is text txt condition mint 04 equals new text, and we're giving this the value of mint for 9. We want a new line. Again, because this is a subheader, we want to set the style txt condition mint 04.set style. We're going to copy it from above, paste it in. Now we want to add our description. So text txt condition mint 05 equals new text, and we're using a text area, and we'll put in our conditions. We'll set up our alignment. Now we'll add our next subheader, text txt condition mint 06 equals new text. And we're given this a value of near mint or nm-8. We'll add in a new line, and we'll set up our style text condition mint 06 dot set style, and we'll copy it from above. We missed an I, so we'll put that in. Now we want to add our description. So text txt condition mint 07 equals new text, and we'll use a text area. Copy in the values. We'll set up our alignment. Now we'll add our next subheader, text txt condition mint 08 equals new text, and we'll give this the value of excellent for EX/5 or 6, and a new line. Now we want to set up our style txt condition mint 08 dot set style, and we'll copy that from above. Now we want to set up our description, so it's text txt condition mint 09 equals new text, and we'll use a text area. I'll copy in the values, and then I'll align it. Now I'll go to our new subheader, text txt condition mint 10 equals new text. I want to give it the value very good for VG 3 or 4, and add a new line to the end. Now we want to set our style txt condition mint 10 dot set style, and we're going to use the style from above, copy and paste it in. Now we want to set up our description. So text txt condition mint 11 equals new text, and we're going to use a text area. Copy these values in, and we'll align everything. And our last subheader, text txt condition mint 12 equals new text. We'll give this the value of for or fair, which is a 1 or a 2. Add a new line. Now we'll set up our style. txt condition mint 12 set style, and we'll copy the style from above. And our last description, text txt condition mint 13 equals new text, and we'll use the text area. We'll copy in the last values. Now we'll use the text flow to align everything for our body. Text flow and tf condition equals new text flow. Now I want to add everything to our text flow in the order that we want everything to appear. So txt condition mint 02, comma. Now what I'm going to do, because I've named everything txt condition mint except for the number at the end, I'm going to copy that part of the text. Then I'm going to paste it in, and I'm going to put my number afterwards, 03, then 04, 05, 06, 07, 08, 09, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Now we'll add our import for text flow. Now let me know in the comments if this way of doing text flow works better than the way that we did text flow in our variation help menu. We want to set an alignment for our text flow. So it's tf condition category dot set text alignment, and we want text alignment of justify. So that's the body of our content help menu. Now we want to set up the close button. So close button. Now we're going to create a new button. We're going to call it close button equals new button close. Now we're going to add the import for our close button. And now we're going to set up our action. So close button dot set on action. Now this is going to be an action event, and I'm going to call it close event. And I'm going to pass that to a lambda expression. What we want is to get the stage. So we need to create a stage equals, and we're going to cast this to a stage. Close button dot get scene dot get window. Now that will grab the current window. We'll close it. So stage dot close. Now we'll add our import for our action event and put our semicolon at the end. Now we want to set a max size for our button. So close button dot set max size, and we're going to give it the size is 150 by 50. We want this button to be, and we want this button to have focus when the menu opens. So close button dot set default button, and we're giving that the value of true. Now we need a container to hold this button. So we're going to create an H box, and I'm going to call the H box close button box. And it's only going to hold one value, so equals new H box, and we'll put a 1 in there. Now I want to set my alignment for the box. So close button box dot set alignment. We want this to be center. And finally, we'll add our button to our button box. Close button box dot get children dot add, and we're going to add our close button. So now we need to add everything to our vertical box. So assign to the box VB conditions dot get children dot add all. Now we want to put these in order that we want them to show up. So our title box is first. So title box, followed by our text flow, TF condition category, and finally our close button box. Close button box. And I think I named VB conditions wrong. So I'll correct that. Now the error's gone away. So we need to add our vertical box to our layout. So condition layout dot set center, and we're going to pass that our VB conditions. Now when we compile and run this, we go into our help menu, conditions. We'll see everything's aligned. We should add another space between very good and poor so that it matches everything else. So let's do that now. We'll just add a new line here. And we want to add an extra 25 for our height. So we'll change that to 50. Now when we compile and run it, open up our menu, we see that everything is spaced out correctly. So that's it for episode 7. Tune in next time for episode 8. Under our My Collection, we want to be able to add sports, brands, variations, and conditions to our database.